वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे कुलारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमया प्रदीपः नमो नमः. Good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are joining. We have made inroads into the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is called as Raja Vidya Rajaguhya Yoga. It's a yoga. This yoga is Raja Vidya Rajaguhya. Yoga means to acquire. Yoga means, the definition comes in this chapter itself. Yoga means to acquire. What to acquire? Raja Vidya. The topmost knowledge, and Rajaguhya, topmost knowledge, so profound. Rajaguhya is top secret. Though it is mentioned here in the book, it will evaporate from our mind. It's very hard to digest. Rajaguhya, Vidya Rajaguhya. This chapter is at the middle of the 18th chapter Bhagavad Gita. Out of 18, this is the 9th. 18, 1 plus 8 is 9, and again this is the 9th one. 9 means Nava. Nava means new. It renews our thinking. It reinvigorates our thinking. Nava, 9 is the single highest digit we can have, and beyond 9, again it's a repetition of 0 to 1. 0 to 1, 0 to 9, its other numbers are only the repetition of that one. 9 is the highest single digit, and this has come at the center of the centerpiece of Bhagavad Gita. Some of the slokas towards the end gets repeated in the same meaning gets repeated in a slightly different way in the 18th chapter. This is, in a way, it is for Lord Shri Krishna, this is very profound. This is a very important chapter. That is why he called it as a Raja Vidya. And in the Mahabharata, we have been touching upon the story on Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, after in the 15th day of the war, Dronacharya fell when he told Yudhishthira that if he hears bad news, he would give up fighting. And the Yudhishthira asked him what bad news he would like to hear. And Dronacharya said, think about that one. And on the 15th day, Dronacharya was creating a havoc. And Lord Shri Krishna asked Yudhishthira to tell Ashwatthama Hataha. And Yudhishthira doubted Shri Krishna's words also. He did not understand the meaning of Satya. Satya means one which brings in the larger good to the community is called a Satya. He doubted that one, but he told loudly, but silently he told to himself, whispered. It's Ashwatthama in the form of elephant, Ashwatthama Kunjara. Because of that, in Mahabharata it says he had a vision of hell. He did not understand the proper meaning of Satya, and he did not trust Lord Shri Krishna. The scriptures, when you are reading, it is not what appears is not the meaning. There is an inner meaning is there. To understand the inner meaning, you had to sit at the feet of the teacher to understand the inner meaning. By understanding the meaning as it is, if you are reading, it may mislead you, like how it misled Yudhishthira. Ashwatthama, after hearing his father was killed, he discharged Narayana Astra. He was so angry and he released a Narayana Astra, deadliest of the weapons. Deadliest of the weapons. There is no protection against that one. Lord Shri Krishna told all Pandavas, those who are aspiring to save their lives, give up your weapons. This Narayana Astra won't do any harm to you. And hearing that one, including Arjuna, everyone, all the Pandavas dropped their weapons. They stopped fighting. This Narayana Astra became ineffectual on those who are not holding any weapons. It did not harm them, except for Bhima. Bhima, he did not drop his weapon. He was still mounted on the chariot. Shri Krishna asked him to drop, but Bhima said, you said those who wants to save their lives, drop the weapons. Kshatriya in the Bhagavad Gita is Shri Krishna himself, he told, you have to stick to your dharma. Kshatriya dharma, one of the Kshatriya dharmas he mentioned, Yuddhe Chapya Apalayanam. One who wants to fight the battle should not run away, should not be scared about the life. One who is scared about the life, he or she cannot fight the battle. And he thought to himself, I am not scared about my life, I am a Kshatriya, I should fight. If I am worried about my life, how can I discharge my dharma as a Kshatriya? And he said to Lord Shri Krishna that I am not expecting anything from the Lord, I will stick to my dharma. Hearing seeing what Bhima was doing, Lord Shri Krishna himself rushed to Bhima's chariot and physically lifted him out of the chariot and pulled the gada, mace from his hands, and it did not harm him any longer. And seeing that one, Bhima, Shri Krishna was very pleased with Bhima. He knew what he meant. Not the literal meaning, even Arjuna dropped the weapon, but Shri Krishna knew what Bhima meant. He was stuck to his dharma. There is a sloka also in Mahabharata, Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. One who adheres to one's dharma, dharma protects them. This is the illustration in Mahabharata Vedavyasa has given. You abide by your dharma, dharma will protect. Others, scared of their lives, drop the weapon. Whereas Bhima was not scared of his life, and he stood firm. And when Shri Krishna, Bhima in Vanaparva, he carried all 4 Pandavas and his mother, single-handedly he carried. Here, Shri Krishna carries Bhima single-handedly. So, Shri Krishna has a higher power than Bhima. It shows Lord Shri Krishna, our body, we may be weighing 60 kilo, 70 kilo, 80 kilo. Our body is supported by our prana. How our body is standing up, it is able to walk because of the prana. Bhima is an embodiment of prana shakti. When the prana leaves, body collapses. Body cannot stand up again. This 70, 80, 90 kilo, 100 kilo body is held up because of the prana. Hanuman is an embodiment of the prana Shakti. Bhima is again an embodiment of prana Shakti. Because of that, his body is staying upright. Whereas Lord Shri Krishna, he is pranasya prana. He upholds the prana also. He upholds the Hanuman and Bhima. That Shakti is Lord's power. Lord's power, entire world is pranasyedam vashe sarvam tridive sarvam pratishtitam. Upanishad talks about, Prashna Upanishad talks about pranasyedam vashe sarvam tridive sarvam pratishtitam. All three worlds, what we see beyond that one also, everything is held together with that Mahaprana, that is the Supreme Lord. He upholds. Mateva putra rakshaswan hischa prajnascha videhinaha. Like mother is protecting the small child, this prana, Supreme Lord, gives, upholds us, gives us the thinking power. Shrischa prajnascha. He gives us the prosperity, whatever we want. Prajna makes us to think properly. He is the ultimate prana. This Vedavyasa brought out the beautiful concept of the Mahaprana, the Supreme Lord who upholds everyone. Upholds everyone. So this Narayana Astra could not harm, though it came near Bhima, he was not affected. He was not affected by Narayana Astra. It's like a fire. It did not hurt him. Like Hanuman went to in Lanka, Ravana asked his soldiers to put fire onto Hanuman's tail. Fire could not burn Hanuman. Same way, Narayana Astra could not affect Bhima. And when it became ineffectual, Duryodhana, seeing this one, was highly pleased with the ability of Ashwatthama, and he made all Pandavas to drop their weapons. So he told Ashwatthama, "Bravo, I never realized you are so powerful. You stunned entire Pandava army. Can you release it again? I want you to release it again." Ashwatthama said, "Narayana Astra is such a weapon, it cannot be released again. Like some exams, attempt only one attempt. You can't repeat again. Some of the qualifying exams, only one attempt is allowed. Such is the Narayana Astra. No more attempts. One attempt." And hearing that one, Duryodhana was disappointed. And after the Dronacharya fell down, he wanted to appoint Karna as a commander-in-chief, but Ashwatthama was equally competent. It's more competent than Karna. But his favorite was Karna, so he approached Ashwatthama and cunningly said, "Please bless Karna that may he succeed as a commander-in-chief." When he requested that one, Ashwatthama had no option but to agree to Duryodhana's request to crown Karna as commander-in-chief. We'll continue the story next week. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Idam tute guhyatamam Pravakshyami anusuyave Jnanam vijnana sahitam Jnatva mokshase ashubhat. Jnatva means knowing. Having known this one, mokshase, you will get freedom from what? Ashubhat. From all negative, inauspicious things, you will get liberation, freedom from all the negative things. I will talk to you, Guhyatamam, the most secret. Pravakshyami, I will not ordinarily say in jest, I will tell you as with passion. I will tell you, Pravakshyami, with concern for you, I will tell you, Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam. This knowledge, along with your, you can experience that one first hand, single-handedly, you can personal experience, having realized knowledge combined with personal experience, you will get freedom from all inauspiciousness. Rajavidya Rajaguhyam.
Rajavidya Rajaguhyam.
Pavitram idamuttamam.
Pavitram idamuttamam.
Pratyakshava agamam dharmyam.
Pratyakshava agamam dharmyam.
Susukam kartum avyayam.
Susukam kartum avyayam.
Rajavidya Rajaguhya. This why you have to know, because it's a top purifier. Top purifier, it purifies you from within. From outside therapy, it is only for the outside thing. Yoga means many people, they do limit themselves to asana, but there is a potential in yoga for inner healing. Inner healing is there. The healing must dawn from within. Pavitram ida uttamam, not outside, mere outside one, inside also. Pavitram idam uttamam. Healing from within must dawn. When I went to India, that one of the managing directors of the company, he had skin problem for months, and itchy, and he took all types of steroids and went to many therapy and naturopathy, Dharmasthala naturopathy, and I stayed there for a month and a strict diet for 6 months. Still, he did not find any healing. But when he attended my workshop and when he heard about me, now he says everything has healed. That skin problem has completely disappeared. The inner healing should happen. Only outside treatment, you will not find a lasting lasting healing. That's experience that managing director, he observed himself. And ashritah purusha dharmasyasya parantapa aprapyamam nivartante mrityu samsara vartmani. For that to have an effect, you should have a shraddha, faith. If you do not have a faith and treat whatever one is telling, and with disrespect and no faith in that one, no healing can happen. And no healing can happen. And the healing to happen, first we need to have shraddha. The faith should be there. If you do not have faith in the doctor, however is the good doctor, however best is the medicine, it won't have an effect on you. To have an effect on you, you must have the faith in the doctor. You should have a faith in the doctor. Ashritah, without faith, dharmasyasya parantapa. Without faith, aprapyamam nivartante. One, though told this Rajaguhya, Rajavidya, one, it won't strike within. It is enter as a mere sound and no impact. Aprapyamam, one will not realize, one will not understand this message. Because without understanding, aprapyamam nivartante, one comes back. Where? Mrityu samsara vartmani. Come back to the world of temporary existence. Temporary existence, things are changing every day fast, and fret with stress and anxiety. One falls into that pit of uncertainty. Life is fret with stress and anxiety. Maya tata idam sarvam जगदव्यक्तमूर्तिना
जगदव्यक्तमूर्तिना
मस्तानि सर्वभूतानि
मत्सानि सर्वभूतानि
न चाहं तेषु अवस्थितः
न चाहं तेष्वस्थितः
मया ततमिदं to understand me faith where to seek the Lord. He says maya tata idam, I am pervading everywhere, no place that I am not there. I am there everywhere. Jagad avyakta murtina. Jagat means gacchati is iti jagat. What changes all the time? Gacchati means always revolving. Jagat in the 15th chapter again another name is given as ashritah. Shwa means tomorrow, ta means as it is, a means no. Tomorrow is not as like today. Tomorrow is different. Why we get anxiety, stress, we want tomorrow also like to be like today. Today if I am having a good time, I expect tomorrow also to be good time. In the Sri Krishna describes this world as ashritah. Everything is changing. Never bank on the outer world. If you bank on the outer world, tomorrow won't be the same. Jagat means gacchati iti jagat. It is on a constant motion. When things are constantly moving, how can you find a stability? Avyakta murtina. Avyakta, Sri Krishna says, in this though world is changing fast, he is beyond that one. Avyakta, avyaya, he is unchangeable. Behind the changing things, he is the changeless. Mastani sarvabhutani nachaham tvesho vastitaham. I am the changeless. Everything is changing. I am not the one subject to change. Every change happens in me. Everything, I am not subject to change. All the changing things abide in me. I am not changing. He is avyakta, avyaya, he is changeless. Whatever change is happening, it is everything, he is everywhere, it is happening in him, but he is not subject to change. And he is changeless. The changeless alone can give a platform for all the changes. The bottom of the ocean alone can support all the waves, rising waves coming and going. All the waves are coming and going. For that, the foundation is the changeless seabed, ocean bed. Lord is like a ocean bed. On him, all the changes are happening. Nachamastani bhutani.
नचमत्सानि भूतानि
Pashya me yoga aishwaram.
पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्
Bhutabrinna cha bhutasto.
भूतभृन्न च भूतस्थो
Mamatma bhutabhavanaha.
ममात्मा भूतभावनः
Yogamaishwaram. Pashyame Yogamaishwaram. You see that one, whatever you want to see, and my body is supporting all the changes. That is my glory. The bhuta brinnacha bhutasto. All the living beings are abiding in me. Mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. And bhuta bhavanaha. Every change is happening. I am not subject to change. So I am not attached to what is changing. I am the changeless. I am the changeless, and I am not petrified, and there is no anxiety in me looking at what is being changed. I am the changeless. Whereas we are so worried about the change. The moment hair turns grey, we are so scared we dye our hair. We don't want to go out with grey hair. We are so scared. I am getting old. And 60 years, people are retiring. They are getting worried. what will happen, what will happen. And one who has, this is because one is focused only on the outer manifestation. One who has dived deep realizes that changeless within, not petrified, there is no anxious, no stress with the outer modification, because that person has seen the stability within. Yoga means stability. That is the theme of for tomorrow. Yathakasha stito nityam.
Yathakasha stito nityam.
Vayu sarvatra go mahan.
Vayu sarvatra go mahan.
Tata sarvani bhutani.
Tata sarvani bhutani.
Mastani yutyupadaraya.
Matsani chupadharaya.
Yatha akasha nityam. Akasha, like the space, always is permanent. You can't destroy the space. Space is always there. And nityam, vayu sarvatra go mahan, like always air is in motion. Tata sarvani bhutani, that way the all beings are abiding in me, and I am upadharaya, I support all the changes in me. Sarva bhutani kaunteya.
Sarva bhutani kaunteya.
Prakritim yanti mamikam.
Prakritim yanti mamikam.
Kalpakshaye punastani.
Kalpakshaye punastani.
Kalpado visrajamyaham.
Kalpado visrujamyaham.
Those who are focused only on outer manifestation, helplessly at the beginning, kalpado, beginning of the time of the creation, I push them into the existence, and at the end I withdraw them. They are on a constant journey of coming and going. Coming and going, helplessly they come and go, helpless existence. Helpless existence, still they do not realize, they bank on others for help. They never seek the changeless Lord. They depend on their friends and family for permanence. Still they are fret with coming and going. If friends and family, they themselves are on a shaky ground, how can they give you support? But people of limited intelligence, they trust friends and family rather than the changeless Lord. Prakritim swamadishtabhya.
Prakritim swamavashtabhya.
Prakritim swamavashtabhya.
Prakritim swamavashtabhya.
Visrjami punah punaha.
Visrujami punah punaha.
Bhutagrama imam krishnam.
Bhutagrama imam kritsnam.
Avasham prakrite avashat.
Avasham prakrite avashat.
Prakritim swamadishtabhya. People, when they are attached only in the outer manifestation, in the material world, all the matters are in the control of Prakriti. Matter is in the control of Prakriti. Prakritim va swa mama vastabhya. The matter also in the control of the Supreme Lord. We do not realize that one. We only bank on the material world. Visrjami, those who bank on only the material world, they punaha, as a group, avasham, again and again, helplessly, they come and go because they are attached only to the matter. Matter is subject to change. Their vision has not elevated to the higher changeless thing. Because of that, avasham prakrite vashat. They are bound by the cord of Prakriti. Helplessly they come and go. Nachamam stani karmani.
Nachamam tani karmani.
Nibadnanti dhananjaya.
Nibadnanti dhananjaya.
Udasina vadasina.
Udasina vadasina.
Asaktam teshu karmasu.
Asaktam teshu karmasu.
Udasina vadasina. Though it is happening in me, nothing, I am this action, The people are coming according to my law, Prakriti is in my control. All the actions are happening in me, still I am not bound because I am not attached to the outcome, I am not attached to any being. I am changeless, I am not attached. Why we get the karma phala? Because of our attachment. There is a personal agenda is there, because of that we get the fruit of good and bad action. Lord Shri Krishna says he is not at all attached. That is why good or bad action won't bind him. Maya dakshena prakriti
maya dakshena prakriti
suyate sacharacharam
suyate sacharacharam
hetuna anena kaunteya
hetunanena kaunteya
jagat viparivartate Maya dakshena Prakriti cannot do anything willy-nilly. Prakriti is under the sway of Purusha. The material world, higher than the material world, is spiritual world. The material world is under the sway of the spiritual world. Maya Dyakshena Prakritim Suyate Sacharacharam. The Prakriti under my leadership, Adhyaksha, under my instruction, Prakriti creates all the Jada and Jiva, the inert and sentient. They come and go. Hetunanena, because of that coming and going, matter also is created, and inert matters are created. Because of that one, Jagat Viparivartate. World is revolving. The change of season, change of time, change of tide, everything is changing. Jagat Viparivartate. Because of this one, because of the behind the changeless, there is a change. What Shri Krishna is alluding, thus far, if the mind is becoming so panicky on what is happening, on the changing things, elevate your mind to the changeless if you want peace and harmony in your life. Avajananti mamuda manushim tanu ashritam parambhava ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram mama bhuta maheshwaram mama bhuta means bhuti, maheshwaram bhuta, one who doesn't understand my bhuta, highest aishwarya. Last week I mentioned aishwarya, various aishwarya. Having a good sight is an aishwarya, having a good hearing is an aishwarya, able to talk is an aishwarya, able to breathe properly through both nostrils is an aishwarya, able to feel is an aishwarya, able to have good legs to move is an aishwarya, able to grab things is an aishwarya. That Maheshwara, Supreme Lord, is highest of the wealth. And knowing him is the Maheshwara, Lord of all Aishwarya. Parambhava ajananto, people do not realize my highest nature, the highest possible wealth. Ajananto, why? Avajananti mamuda manushim tanumashritam. One who sees me only as an embodied. But Sri Krishna also is like us. He is like a body, he is more intelligent person. Those who regard him as a changeless, they do not understand. People of limited understanding. Limited understanding in Ramayana also talks about, in the Srimad Bhagavatam also talks about the qualities of the divine personality. Devas, when they are born, they have childhood, they are the birth, childhood and youth. They never grow old. They never go old, there is no grey hair for the divine beings. Devas Lakshana, it is talking about in Ramayana and the Bhagavatam also. For us, we have other one. We have birth, childhood, youth, and old age, and dropping of the energy and death. For Lord, it is up to the youth, always youthful. People of limited understanding thinks Lord as like ordinary human being. They are of limited intelligence. They do not understand the higher nature of the Supreme Lord because they are not understanding. They are on the constant coming and going journey. They are come and go. They have no faith in the Supreme Lord, the eternal, permanent and changeless. Mogasha, Moga Karmano, Moga Jnana, Vichetasaha, Rakshasi, Asurim Chaiva, Prakritim, Mohinim Shritah, Mogasha Moga Karmano, Moga Jnana Vichetasaha, Rakshasim Asurim Chaiva, Prakritim Mohinim Shritah. The Mogha Asha means desire. Mogha means a fruitless desire. It's a silly desire. Desire, we must be desirous in life. Desire for higher things, not for the silly things. Mogha Asha, Sri Krishna calls that one Asha. Our desire, our life is filled with desire. What type of desire? It's a silly, trivial desire. Mogasha, and these silly desires, fleeting desires, Moga Karmano, our actions also, our desires are silly, our actions are silly, because Moga Jnana, our knowledge also is silly knowledge, trivial knowledge. We have no interest for a knowledge also. When a knowledgeable person comes, there is no interest to ask about that part. They are only interested in trivial things, trivial information. Vichetasa, why? Because Chetasa, Chetana, our mind is not grown. Mind is still subdued. Because of that one, our desires are silly, our actions are silly, our knowledge is silly, because of our intellect also is it's unillumined, it's unblossomed unillumined intellect. Rakshasim, because of that one, Rakshasi means Rajasa, only selfish desire. I want more, insatiable desire. No thirst, that thirst cannot be quenched, so much of thirsty for selfish needs, and which results in Asurim, selfish needs, hook or crook. I want to get my selfish needs achieved. I am ready to go to any extent, even to any violence. I am ready to go to satiate my selfish desire. Prakritim mohinim shritaha. They are so attached to the material world. Prakriti binds them in that level. They are attached only to the changing things. That is the end result. What will happen? Only I am attaching myself to the changing things. Sri Krishna says Rajasic quality, greed, more and more greed, leading to the demonic nature. I go to any extent to attain, satiate my needs. Then Sri Krishna says, but she gives changes the story back on to Arjuna. You are not like that. Sri Krishna is talking all the devotees, his devotees, you are not like that. He mahatmanastu mam partha
mahatmanastu mam partha
daivim prakriti ashritah
daivim prakritim ashritah
bhajantyananya-manaso
bhajantyananya-manaso
jnatva
bhuta
avyayam
avyayam
mahatmanastu mam partha
mahatmanastu mam partha
daivi prakriti ashritah
daivim prakritim ashritah
bhajantyananya-manaso
bhajantyananya-manaso
jnatva avyayam.
bhutadim-avyayam.
But it's not a rajasic quality. Sri Krishna is talking about sattvic quality. The devotees of Lord Sri Krishna, he talks about, he calls them as a mahatma. Mahatma means not an ordinary Mahatma, not ordinary soul, a great soul. Mahatmanastu, that great souls, Mam Partha, O Partha, they seek me, seek my higher divine energy. Daivim prakriti ashritah. The higher energy, they seek me beyond the material world. Bhajantyananya-manaso. They always worship me, seek me, anya-manaso, the single pointed devotion. They are no more longer get trapped only in the material world. They extend themselves to the permanent, the changeless. When they are connected, when they are settled within, they no longer get tossed here and there, get baffled in life. Bhajantyananya-manaso. Ananya-manaso. Bhajantya, single pointed mind. Jnatva, they know mam, they know me. Bhuta adi, avyayam. They know me as the sustainer of all beings, most ancient and changeless. Sri Krishna gives himself a reference. He defines himself bhutadi. We have a adi, we have a starting and end game. We are behind all the things coming and going. He is there. He is the most ancient. Avyayam, bhuta adi avyayam, changeless. We come, grow, old age and die, start again, fall, start again, whereas he is changeless, avyayam, he is eternal, permanent, changeless, most ancient. And seek, the devotees worship him, bhajantyananya-manaso. They seek him alone, because after many lives, in the 7th chapter, Shri Krishna talks about bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan prapadyate Vasudeva sarvamiti sahamatma sudurlabham. After many lives, getting attached only to the changing things, one realizes that only the Supreme Lord, pervading everywhere, alone can give the stability to our life. Not that banking on the changing things will never give stability to our life. For stability, we must seek the permanent. Permanent, the changeless. If after many lives, many tossing, many times tossed here and there, the sattvic person realizes what I am doing in my life, doing the same mistake. No more. I have to connect myself to the changeless. My mind is always connected to the surface of the ocean. Surface of the ocean is always rough. So is my mind. How can I find tranquility in my life? I must dive deep. I have to settle at the bottom of the ocean. Only bottom of the ocean can give stability to my mind. Jnatva, having known that one, Mahatma, the great soul, has realized. Sri Krishna did not ridicule that person. You have come after many trials, it is okay. You have come, you are realized, you are a great person. He did not condemn that person. You silly, you took so many lives to realize. He calls that person, you are a Mahatma. You realized. Most, they are still tossing here and there, getting tossed. When you realized, yes, at last you are done, you found the way out, you are a Mahatma. Satatam kirtayanto mam.
Satatam kirtayanto mam.
Yatantascha dridavvrataha.
Yatantascha dridavvrataha.
Namasyantascha mam bhaktya.
Namasyantascha mam bhaktya.
Nityayukta upasate.
Nityayukta upasate.
Satatam kirtayanto mam.
Satatam kirtayanto mam.
Yatantascha dridavvrataha.
Yatantascha dridavvrataha.
Namasyantascha mam nityam.
Namasyantascha mam bhaktya.
Namasyantascha mam bhaktya.
Namasyantascha mam bhaktya.
Nityayukta upasate.
Nityayukta upasate.
Sri Krishna here, he gives the quality of that Mahatma. Mahatma, in the previous one, Sri Krishna defines the Mahatma as a sattvic person who connects to the higher, the inexhaustible, avyaya, changeless, the most ancient person, and bhajantyananya-manaso, worships him all the time with a single pointed. Another set of qualities of the Mahatma Sri Krishna talks about. Satatam kirtayanto mam means always worships. Always, not once a week, not once when the trouble hits the life. Artho jijnaso artharthi. In the beginning, we touched upon artha, dissatisfied. When the problem is there, dissatisfied in the life, we seek the Lord. Jijnasu, wanting to know. When the problem hits in our life, we want to know what next. Jijnasu, artharthi, to fulfill our personal gratification. People seek the Lord. Whereas Sri Krishna talks about this Mahatma, Jnani cha Bharatarshaba. The fourth one category, Jnani, never expects anything from the Lord. I am tired of coming and going. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Only you can save me. Only the changeless can give me a permanent stability in my life. All the changing things can give 1 day stability, 2 day stability, again unstable. Again another platform for a couple of days, again unstable. For permanent stability, it's the Supreme Lord, avyayam, adi bhutam, bhutadi avyayam. The most ancient and the changeless. That Mahatma always satatam means always, kirtayanto mam, glorifies the Lord. Glorifies mam, me, yatantascha dridavvrataha. Yatantascha, yatati means prayatna, continuous practice. Yoga classes are starting tomorrow. People join for one term, a few class they come and they drop off. they drop off, they lost the steam, they lost interest. Their interest has moved to the another platform. When they start first class so motivated, after few classes, they get inspired by another enchanting thing. They jump onto the another one. Whole life is hopping from one platform to another platform, whereas the Mahatma yatantascha, whatever started, never gives up. Gives up, I don't want to give up. All through my lives, I have been starting and stopping. Now, I don't want to give up. Yatantascha, always trying. Maybe cannot get the answer immediately, but never gives up. Because that person has full faith in Guru, has full faith in the words of the Guru. So, like Shabari, Matanga Rishi, he told, my body has become very old, I am about to kick the bucket off. And Shabari also told, I have been serving you, I also want to give up my body, I want to go. So Matanga Rishi said, no, you do stay here, do the Rama mantra japa, Lord Rama will come, and after his darshan, you can leave the body. She had full faith in her Guru's words, Matanga Rishi, for years. Every day became very old, only Rama japa, every day thinking maybe Rama will come today, maybe Lord Rama will come today, cleaning the house every day, keeping the place tidy every day, picking up the right fruit for Lord Ramachandra every day, and waiting for him. And so that her faith was so intense, Shraddha was so intense, Lord Ramachandra appeared. Because why Lord Ramachandra appeared in the dense forest, middle of nowhere? Because of her firm faith. Yatantascha, she did not, the faith was so intense, even Lord Sri Ramachandra had to pay a visit to that tribal woman in the forest because of her unflinching conviction. So devoted. Yatantascha, she did not give up. She did not doubt her Guru's words. When she saw Lord Ramachandra, her joy had no bounds. So thrilled, she offered the fresh fruits prepared, plucked that day, offered to the Lord Sri Ramachandra, and Lord partook the fruits offered by Shabari. But whereas here when Lord left for Ayodhya in the forest, the Nahusha, what is that? That tribal person, Nishada Raja. He offered fruits to Lord Sri Ramachandra. He did not accept. Whereas Shabari, because of her utmost devotion, Lord partook the fruits offered by Shabari. Yatantascha dhridavrataha. Her vrata, her resolution was firm and fully convinced. Conviction. Namasyantascha, surrendering to the Lord. Like many people, they proselytize their devotion. I am devoted to this temple, I go to that temple, maybe that there also God may be offended, so I will also put one namaskar. I will, just in case that God gets offended, I have no faith. Every day temple run, that temple, this temple, that temple, just in case that God gets offended. No jnana. namasyantascha mam nityam, always offering devoted to me alone. I may be going to different temples, but I am saluting to only one bhutadim avyayam. I am invoking Supreme Lord is tatamidam. He is there everywhere. In all divine beings also He is there. Wherever I go, I am saluting only to one God. What Sri Krishna says, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. Changeless bhutadi avyayam. Namasyantyascha. Always surrendering to me. Namasyantascha mam bhaktya. Devoted to me alone. Not today, Monday is one deity, Tuesday another deity, Wednesday another deity, Thursday another deity. Mam nityam. All 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And as long as we live, only one. Like tip of the compass needle points to the north, devotee's mind is focused only on bhutadi avyayam. Namasyantascha mam bhaktya. Surrendering to me alone. Lord Shri Krishna says, Nitya Yukta. Always connected. Yukta is another definition for yoga. Yoga means connection. Always connected to me. Upasate. Contemplates on me alone. Meditates on me alone. Why? Because I am the one, I am the only one can give stability in one's life. Going to the Anya Devataha in the earlier slokas also came, one who is seeking the blessings of other deities, they cannot give us the lasting stability. They can give temporary results, but not the permanent result. Permanent stability we can get only by contemplating on bhutadi avyayam, Supreme Lord, who is the foundation of everything, the most ancient and changeless. Devotee knows he alone. I am not seeking any other deities, Anya Devata, for immediate, trivial, silly results. And Sri Krishna says, those who are seeking the silly results, prakrite avashat, helplessly, they get trapped, coming and going. Repeat these 3 shlokas. We touched upon Mogasha Moga Karmano,
Moghasha Mogha Karmano,
Moga Jnana Vichetasaha,
Mogha Jnana Vichetasaha,
Rakshasi Asurim Chaiva,
Rakshasi Masurim Chaiva,
Prakritim Mohinim Shritaha,
Prakritim Mohinim Shrutaha,
Mahatmanastu Mam partha,
mahatmanas mam partha,
Daivi Prakriti ashritah,
daivim prakritim ashritah,
bhajantyananya-manaso,
bhajantyananya-manaso,
jnatva bhutadim avyayam,
jnatva bhutadim avyayam,
satatam kirtayanto mam,
satatam kirtayanto mam,
yatantascha dridavratah,
yatantascha dridavratah,
namasyantascha mam nibhaktya,
namasyantascha mam bhaktya,
nitya yukta upasate,
nityayukta upasate,
Vasudeva sutam devam,
Vasudeva sutam devam,
kamsa chanuramardanam,
kamsa chanuramardanam,
devaki paramanandam,
devaki paramanandam,
krishnam vande jagadgurum.
krishnam vande jagat